Hi everybody, this is Mike. In this video we're going to learn the basic greetings in Spanish. Hola a todos, soy Mike. En este video vamos a aprender los saludos básicos en español. In Spanish we do have basic greetings, same as in English. And those are good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, hello, hi, and goodbye. We do have basic greetings in Spanish for those same basic greetings in English. So let's first check which one is which one. So we have good morning, and for good morning we have buenos días. Buenos días. We'll go over pronunciation just in a moment. Good afternoon would be buenas tardes. Good evening would be buenas noches. Good night, interesting fact, would be buenas noches too. But also we do use que tengas o que tengan buenas noches, or que pases or pasen buenas noches. We'll check this in detail just in a minute. Hello and hi would be the same as hola. And goodbye would be adios. So we do have basic greetings, which are good morning, anytime from the moment you wake up, or we have sunlight in the morning, and up to noon. So we say good morning, anytime. We do have good afternoon, which would be buenas tardes, anytime from noon till 6 p.m. pretty much. And anytime from 6 p.m. would be buenas noches, when you arrive, which is good evening. Interesting thing, buenas noches, good night is the same as buenas noches. But as you can see, we can use buenas noches both for saying hi or goodbye after 6 p.m. So whenever we arrive at a place after 6 p.m. in Spanish, we say buenas noches. But if we're going to leave after 6 p.m., we also say buenas noches in general. But we can also say, if we're leaving, we can also say que tengan buenas noches. We say que tengan buenas noches if it's intended to say goodbye to a lot of people. Let's say 2 or more people. If it's one person, we can either say que tenga buenas noches or que tengas buenas noches. We can say both. And we can also say que pasen buenas noches if it's a lot of people, 2 or more. Or we can also say que pase or que pases buenas noches if it's one person. So let's write here que tengan buenas noches, or que pasen buena noche. In Colombia, we use more que pasen, or que pases, or que pase. So this would be for singular, and this would be for plural. Right? So let's go over again. Pronunciation. Good morning. Buenos días. Buenos días. Buenos días. Repeat after me. Buenos días. Good afternoon. Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Repeat after me. Buenas tardes. Good evening, which is the same as good night. Buenas noches. Buenas noches. Buenas noches. Repeat after me. Buenas noches. We can also say, if we're saying goodbye at night after 6 p.m., que tengas buena noche. Que tengas buenas noches. or que pases buenas noches, or que pase buenas noches, que pasen buena noche. This can be a little bit tricky or complicated, and we're going to check this in detail in just a minute. And hello and hi would be hola. Hola in Spanish, the H never sounds, as opposed as in English, when we say hello or hi, this H doesn't sound. So we say hola. And goodbye would be adios. Adios. So let's get this little one, which is a little bit tricky, a little bit more in detail. So we have good night. Buenas noches. Good night. Okay? Wow, sorry. Just a second here. Okay, so we have good night, buenas noches, good night, buenas noches. This would be for singular and this will be for plural. And once again, in Colombia, I'm from Colombia, my Spanish is from Colombia, which is pretty much neutral. We used to say que pases buena noche if it's for you, one person. Que pases buena noche. We say que pases if we are close to the person. If we are not close to the person, we just say que pase buena noche. Kind of tricky. I know it's kind of confusing, but the more you practice, the more you're going to get used to that. And in further videos, we're going to go deep in this kind of details. So, que pase, if we're going to say good night, right? For saying bye-bye at night, we're going to say buenas noches too. Or we can say que tengas buenas noches. Or in Colombia especially, we say que pase buena noche if it's intended to you as one person. If I'm close to you, if you're a friend of mine, a dear friend of mine or whatever, I used to say, or my wife or my girlfriend, whatever, we say que pases, que pases. Que pase or que pases buena noche. When we say que pases is when I feel a little bit closer to the person. And if it's more than two people, we say que tengan buenas noches or que pasen buena noche. Que pases one, que pase one, or que pasen two or more. This is basically the tricky part here. Once again, this can be a little bit confusing for us. In the meantime, let's just try to memorize the basic greetings. Please try and use these greetings as much as you can from now on. Every time you have the opportunity, please say the basic greetings in Spanish out loud. It would be better. I hope you're not going to be shy of saying buenos dias to one of your friends. Just say, I'm just learning Spanish, so I want to practice, blah, blah, blah. So that would be your homework, your assignment from right now would be practicing these greetings. If you have trouble with the pronunciation, go over the video once and again until you get an idea of the sound. Don't worry too much about the pronunciation. Pronunciation from the point of view of the accent. The accent is not important. You can say something like buenas tardes. I think you're gonna say something like that. But don't worry. If you don't sound like buenas tardes, if you notice that the R for Spanish sounds different than the R in English. Tardes. It's different, but don't worry about that. Accent is not important. Pronunciation, it's important, so don't worry about the accent. So please practice as much as you can. If you have questions, please check the video as many times as you need or as you can. And if you have further questions, please leave a comment. I'll try to answer as soon as possible. For me, this is so cool because I love teaching. This is going to be challenging for me from now on because I'm going to have to be speaking in English way more than I usually do. So it's a good practice for me. Sorry about my pronunciation if my English is going to be broken sometimes, but I'm going to try and give you the best from myself in order to teach you how to speak in Spanish. So if you like the video, please hit the like button, share with your friends and in your groups, and please subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel, support the channel, help us grow, and looking forward to seeing you in a future video. So hope you liked it, and have a great day. Enjoy and study and learn as much as you can. Nos vemos pronto. Adiós.